Welcome into Rover Sports. It is late on a Tuesday night. I wanted to talk tonight about Dez Bryant and about the New York Giants. So Dez Bryant is interested in coming to play for us. He's interested in coming to the New York Giants. And the way I kind of look at this situation is the New York Giants, they have Odell Beckham Jr., and Odell Beckham Jr. and Dez Bryant are very similar. Both of them are distractions. Both of them are difficult to deal with. Both derail from the team's success. When Odell Beckham went to Miami on that boat trip, the team played like crap against the Green Bay Packers. He was sending a message that he was happy to be 11-5, to be in the playoffs, and he thought he could multitask. And in the NFL, you can't multitask. You're either all in or you're not. And looking at Dez Bryant, Dez also got in fights with teammates. Witten and Dak Prescott probably said to Jerry Jones that it's better that we part ways with Dez Bryant, and probably because Dez Bryant is a guy that's either very liked or he is very disliked. And Dez is a love-or-hate guy. And the bottom line is Dez Bryant could still play in this league. He's still a talented guy. He could still go up and make back shoulder catches on people. So he still has value. But the point is, Dez Bryant would not work at a place that's trying to establish a culture. Dez Bryant's a guy that you take the risk on his personality. You take the risk because you're going to try to win a championship. He's kind of similar to Sue because Dez Bryant would blow up on the sidelines at Witten. He definitely commands attention. He definitely thinks that he's the most popular guy in the room. Dez has been saying the right things about how he wants to be a number 2 receiver, but the Rams are in a win-now situation, so they're taking risks on guys that get into fights, like Talib, like Marcus Peters, like Ndamukong Suh. They are a team that wants to win now, feels they have the culture in place, they're not rebuilding. For the Bears, for the New York Jets, for the Lions, it would be terrible to bring in Dez Bryant because then he can derail the foundation of your team. He'll be impatient, and it's not good for a young coach to have to oversee Dez Bryant. But for the New York Giants, the Giants now, I have to admit, I feel like it would be exciting. Eli Manning's a 36-year-old guy. The Giants have clearly chosen that they are going to value talent over culture and personality. By keeping Odell Beckham, by not trying to continue to trade him, first of all, I really don't want the Giants to sign Odell to a long-term deal. In fact, if you could somehow trade him for an early first-round pick, I would do it in a heartbeat. The point is that the Giants, though, are choosing to keep Odell Beckham Jr., which I vehemently disagree with because Odell Beckham Jr. represents nothing but losing. He decided to get in fights with Josh Norman rather than compete and try to win games. He had the cocaine in the video. Every Giants fan, at least me, I'm not going to say every because there's tons of Giants fans that like Beckham, but I personally am tired of making excuses for Odell Beckham Jr. And the point is that Odell and Dez are similar. They're both talented players that on the field theoretically could make your wide receiver core better, but what they bring off the field could potentially derail success. And what I am saying, though, is that if the Giants are going to keep Odell, and look, I get Odell is younger than Dez. I get Odell is in the peak of his career, or he's coming up to the prime of his career. I get that. But Dez Bryant could still play. And Dez will come cheap, or Dez will come for a very short period of time. He wants to win a ring. He's 29. He's at the autumn of his career. It is time for Dez to try to get a championship. And he's going to come in. He's going to be mature. Even Brandon Marshall was not immature. Brandon Marshall was not the root of the Giants' problems last year. He did not play well, but he came very cheap and he didn't perform well. And part of that has to do with coaching, communication with Ben McAdoo. That's where all the problems should be put on the blame and the shoulders of Ben McAdoo last year. But you look at the Giants, I would trade Odell Beckham and not sign Dez Bryant. But you would be a hypocrite to say, Odell's too talented. He will grow. He will mature. It's fine. His talent outweighs his problems. It's hypocritical to say that you want Odell Beckham Jr. and you don't want Dez Bryant. I just think that that's hypocritical because you say, because then you would say you don't want Dez probably because Dez Bryant is a guy that, divides locker rooms. Dez is a cancer on the team, whatever. To say that Dez is a cancer and Odell Beckham Jr. is not really a cancer, I mean, Odell Beckham Jr. is pretty damn distracting. Every single story about this offseason is about Odell. And I want the Giants to get back to running the football, playing smash mouth ball behind Saquon Barkley, Jonathan Stewart. I want to see Evan Ingram and Sterling Shepard continue to develop. I think you can have a pretty formidable, really good team next year, even if you get rid of Odell Beckham. Sammy Watkins left and the Bills turned out pretty good. Point is, you don't need Odell Beckham here. And if the Giants are acting like Dez Bryant, they wouldn't touch Dez Bryant, but yet they're totally cool with Odell, that just sounds hypocritical to me. And if you're going to keep Odell for this next year, why not bring in Dez Bryant then? If you're trying to win, trying to do this whole thing with these wide receivers, why not? Challenge Shermer a little bit and bring in Dez, because that's what I think. Either if Beckham's there, would I want Dez? Yes. But if they plan on trading Beckham, then I think it's smart that they stay away from Dez. Because if you're going to take Beckham, might as well take Dez. It's almost like, you're trying to sober up. You have substance abuse issues. And I don't mean to make light of this at all. But it's like Odell Beckham Jr.'s weed and Dez Bryant is drinking alcohol. And it's like, no, we're not going to drink any alcohol. But you're going to smoke weed then still with Odell Beckham? You are being hypocritical. And that's what the Giants are being. Hypocritical. Just keeping Odell Beckham. Now, could Odell Beckham Jr. change? Could he be different? Could he be a completely different guy? That remains to be seen. But if you're going to keep Odell Beckham Jr., entertain Dez Bryant. Bring him in. Eli's 36. Get him another ring. That route then. So, Giants are in good shape. Giants are a marketable team. They're not going to be 3-13. Pat Shurmur's going to get this thing rolling. Giants can win the NFC East next year pretty handily. Dallas is a complete and total mess. The coach is going to get fired there. They're going to tank. They are going to tank. Redskins ain't scary at all. The Eagles have a lot of offseason issues. A lot of offseason issues right now. People getting arrested, people doing this and that. Howie Roseman freewheeling, thinks that he's the absolute bleep, and he's acting kind of reckless this offseason, to say the least. Alrighty, guys. Woo! Thank you guys for tuning in to Rovers.